And what brought you to this end of the world?
I sold my restaurant in 1992. I was looking for a property, and this was on the market, and I was working for the New Zealand dairy industry doing promotional work, and this happened to be a little deer farm that just all fell into place. It was just perfect timing. So Simon, these are a new crop of what we call weaners. These are young deer. They're around about 60 odd kilo on the hoof now. When they get to about 120 kilo, they'll be ready for the market, and that gives us a hook weight of somewhere between 55 and 60 kilo.
Now, to get them to that weight, what are you feeding them?
Natural grass. This is a mixture of different grasses, what we call a natural sward of clovers, ryegrass, timothy. There's some plantain and chicory and all that sort of thing in there as well. But it's just a sward of natural grass.
So no supplements, no growth stuff.
We don't use any growth promotants. We don't use any animal ruminant feeding in the production of deer. It's absolutely outlawed, and we have to sign off on that as farmers when we send them off to the processing works.
You guys are really a good model. I mean, look at this land, it looks beautiful. For a hoofed animal, your paddock's perfect.
Yeah, they're very light on the ground. They're cloven hoof, but they're not that heavy, and they're just a natural browser. They don't sort of stand around and pug it up or anything like that, and they're really easy on the pasture, and of course in their waste bits they sort of disperse very easily. They don't have big cow pats. They just, like sheep manure, it just goes into little balls and dissipates and disappears basically. So
it looks like they're a perfect match for New Zealand.
They are actually. Well, I think this climate's very well suited to them because originally they came from Europe, of course, and these are typical sort of red deer from Northern Europe because they were brought down here by our colonials when they first came here.
Management-wise, what do you have to do to keep them? I mean, I'm of the theory, happy animal, healthy animal. Yeah. Are they okay? They don't suffer too many problems?
No. Again, because they've been recently domesticated, they've been self-culling in the wild naturally for thousands of years, so they're naturally pretty resistant to most diseases because it's the way nature's made them.
And how do you keep that? How do you keep
The only thing that we do on farms is we check them for worms, and we give them an intestinal worm drench maybe once every 6 months just to make sure that there's no sort of worms in the gut which will impede their growth, and just to keep them healthy and happy.
You guys are pretty big hitters in the world scene for deer farming.
Yeah.
Where do you sit in supply?
I think New Zealand accounts for almost 90% of the world's farmed deer.
That is huge.
Yeah, it is huge. We were the first ones to really farm deer for meat production on a large scale basis. There had been deer parks in Europe, of course, in England and mainland Europe, but we were the first country to really take it on as a farming option. And we've learnt a lot. We've put a lot of effort and time and money into research and development, animal husbandry, working out what's best for the animals and how to farm them better. And so a lot of the funding that we get from our deer farmers has gone into research, animal research and things like that.
You guys are doing well.
Yeah, so, I mean, they do look good. They're a beautiful animal.
They look beautiful. The way they run is really graceful.
No, they are very graceful, and they're an attractive animal, that's for sure. And they're easy animals to farm. I mean, you don't have to do much with them.